Good morning, it's Honey Lou. Do you like my new mat? So Coco made me this and I am obsessed with it. I think it's so beautiful. My other one is very worn. You guys probably knew that already, but there's some holes and stuff, but I still love it. I don't know what to do with it yet, so I just keep it on the bottom so it like keeps it more sturdier, but it's very sturdy, it's very thick. Um, it's just like a nice little mat that keeps it like there, it's not slipping or sliding, but I do love this for its thickness and like it's very well made. I love the colors. I really love this like ombre effect right here, and then she still put sunflowers on there like my old one, which is awesome. I don't know if I ever mentioned that I love sunflowers, but it's really cool that a lot of you guys know that. So anyways, I'm gonna do a video response to Eldana Elements of Tarot. It's hashtag a few of my favorite things 2025. I'm gonna start right now. Favorite Waite Smith or Waite Smith clone. And my favorite Waite Smith has to be most definitely the Blushing Fool in the yellow box. Eldana actually gifted this to me, and I love it. It's so colorful and so beautiful. I used to really love the Centennial, which I do in some ways. Like, I love the cardstock. I wish US Games would put more decks in that cardstock, but this one I just love because it's very colorful. The blues, the grays really stand out, and the blushing faces really do add something cool to it. I don't know, I like that like graininess. And that's what I love about the Centennial too, is like the graininess of that deck. But there it is. I love that yellow color too. It's very soft, very beautiful. Okay, and then Waite Smith cologne. I had to pick Silver Acorn, and I know you could pick one or the other, but I'm just picking them all because I do have stuff for them all, and this is a new favorite in 2025, so it's perfect. But I love this deck so much. The backs are stunning. The Playful Heart was like my only inner child deck for a while. I'm really happy that I switched it up. I got something new. This one just makes me really happy. This is my favorite card in the deck, by the way. It's very detailed. She uses some form of medium that is like a type of watercolor, but it's not watercolor. But I'm very impressed with her artwork. Her name's Stephanie Barasuna. Busima. Ooh. Yeah, her name's Busima. I don't know. I should have probably looked that up first, but that's stunning. It reads really well. Like, you may think it's very fluffy and cute, but it takes itself very seriously. And I plan to use this year round. I don't think it's a Halloween deck. I just think it's just like this really cool darker aesthetic. It's like a witchy kind of inner child feel to it, which I love. And I'm glad that I got this when I did, because I feel like maybe if I got it in the beginning, I probably wouldn't have appreciated it as much as I do now. This is one of my favorite cards. I think it's so cute. So pretty. The detail is crazy. Look at the bottom, the ground, the background, all the colors, her dress, all the details on her dress is insane. I love the shading. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck as well. Like, look at that reef. Isn't that insane? It's so beautiful. The ground. Okay, and then I have to mention Carol Herzer. I'm not going to share them because I've shared this multiple times on my channel. And these are my favorite. They're so beautiful. Okay, favorite Marseille or Thoth deck. My favorite Marseille always will be Tarot di Noble by Cartogram. Any Noble I would just love and I would love to have. But this is my favorite one so far. Look how beautiful that case is. I have a little Carol Herzer card in there as well. But this is just a beautiful handmade deck. I think it looks perfect with this tablecloth. And if you didn't notice, it does look like the Thoth backs. Oh, and I want to mention another one too. This one is like a good one for like fall or just like when I want something very simple or very earthy feeling. And then this is a unicorn deck that I just got, and this is new for 2005 for myself. And this is the Marshmallow Tarot. This was gifted to me. I really, really love this deck too. It reads so well. I feel very honored and blessed that I have this. I've been wanting this for years. It's so cute. I love Peekaboo Roses, where she wrote all over hers. I thought it looks really cute that way too. And I do love the writing on some of the cards. I love the white space. I actually wanted to pair this with the Apparition Tarot and just to see how it would work. And honestly, like, I didn't really care for the pairing. I thought they would be perfect, but they're not. So that is the Marshmallow Tarot. Super cute. Okay, and then favorite Thoth decks. I wanted to mention my favorite Thoth decks. Here's one, and then here is the other. This is a Samuel Weiser. And then this is a Samuel Weiser. Oh, cool. And you could see a comparison of the two different greens they have. I love the Thoth because it's super colorful. And that's like one of the main reasons why I love it. I love color. And I love color in a sense of like it not looking like a rainbow, like the standard red. I don't know, just the standard rainbow colors. I like it when it's different shades of the rainbow, but it doesn't really have that, I don't know. Like I love Carol Hurst decks because they do have like a feel of a rainbow. Like you could see this raspberry color in the green, but there are different shades of like these different colors, like these different purples, these blues, and that's my colors. Like raspberry, I love the color raspberry. Greens, I love greens, and I don't know. I guess that's just like my color palette. I love different rainbow colors, but not it looking like the actual rainbow or like the pride flag. It's just a different color rainbow. It's so unique. When I first popped on to YouTube, that was like the one thing I wanted to like share was different editions of Thoth because I feel like people knew of Thoth and the different like editions and different shades, but I don't think they actually knew, you know. But I wanted to share that. I wanted to pass on that information so people knew what they were looking for or what they wanted. And I thought it was really cool. So I thought that other people would feel like it was cool too. Sorry, I feel like I'm mumbling. This is beautiful. I love that. So like I said, these are two different Samuel Weisers. Samuel Weiser Thoth decks are my favorite. There are different shades of Samuel Weisers, but for the most part, any Samuel Weiser will do for me. It's really cool though because you can get two different greenies. They could have like a similar, they could be like the same editions or the same printing, and they would still have like their own unique thing about them. I don't have any greenie that is exactly the same. There's always something very subtly different. Unlike Waite Smith, I wouldn't really know, but I would assume that all Waite Smith kind of look the same printing, same cardstock, but these ones are different. Different cardstocks. This one's more thinner, this one's more thicker. Yeah, it's fun stuff. It's really hot out today. Did we ever show the Empress? Let's show the Empress real quick. There's one Empress. And here it is. It's like I have to show the Empress on the channel because she's my favorite and I just love to look at her. And that's a true story. You can see they're a little bit different. This one's my favorite. I love that one. This will be my second favorite, but you know, they're both very beautiful. Okay, and then, oh, I wanted to show a couple more Thoth decks. Sorry. It'll be super quick because there is a new one. Like it's an oldie but goodie in my collection, but it's new to me as in like my appreciation and like my fascination for the deck has grown. And it is the Lee Tarot Thoth Pod. This is a French, I think it's 2008 edition where they did like the remastered laser photos. And it took me a while for me to love this deck, honestly. Yeah, I didn't warm up to it right away. Like at first I thought it was so cool, but there were some things I just didn't really care for because I was so used to like the greenie and stuff. And then it's not exactly the same as the originals. But after, I don't know, just like after a lot of people showing pictures of the exhibit, it's been all over the place, like on Tarot Marketplace, or not Tarot, like the Thoth Tarot group. This is the first year I've ever seen photos of the exhibit. Like I've always heard of the exhibit. Anna at Astrolated Tarot shared it. But like just noticing how it had the white border around, and it even had like you could even see the border on this card. So it's like this little squiggly part right there. You're probably not going to see it, but there's like this little faint squiggly line where it separates the real border to the white, but it's right here. It's like these squiggles. But anyways, like my appreciation for like the whiter border, just because like I felt like maybe that was the original idea for the Thoth. And so I don't know. And then I just love the softer colors too. And these backs are gorgeous. So this is slightly different from the one you could pick up at AGM or US Games today. Like this one has more of a grayer border. The newest edition has more of like a whiter border. And then the backs are like slightly different. Like this one looks very symmetrical. And the newest one isn't as symmetrical, but it's still very beautiful. This one's more warmer toned, and the newest edition's more cooler tone, like purple tones. But yeah, this is the only greenie that I've ever edged too. I never edge my greenies or any of my Thoth decks. I like them natural, except for this one. I thought this one like needed it because it has like this really cool borders. And I'm really happy that I did. I used the oil pin. Very, very pretty. I love this card. Like there was like some cards that looked kind of muddy to me, but I've learned to like really love that about the cards. And just appreciate it for what it is and what edition this is. Like this one I used to not like at all, but I actually really love it now. The different oranges, like I love the greeny orange, but this one, yeah, I just had to like learn to love it for what it was. And not have to like compare it, because that's what I love doing. It's just, I love it. This one's beautiful. I love the background, the blue, or the browns, the blues. Yeah, it's a very beautiful, warm deck. That's gorgeous. I love seeing the original artwork of this card. It's so detailed. And that's one thing I love about this deck too, is because you could really see like some of the detail on this. Like there's so much shading, even like right there. It's absolutely beautiful. So colorful too. Oh yeah, here's the backs. They kind of match this, which is really cool. Isn't that pretty? You get like the black, there's black borders right here. You get the greens, different greens, the yellows. The only thing that it's missing is like the orange, but it's very, very close. Thank you, Coco. I really do love it. She does a really good job at her crocheting. Okay, and then my favorite right now is the, this was a unicorn deck, and this is the Ashura Tarot. I wanted the first edition. A lovely lady from Germany reached out and asked if I would like to trade, and she was very gracious enough to just let me have the deck, and she just was very kind about it. And yeah, I am so happy every time I look at this deck. I feel very blessed. I love it. These are my colors. These are definitely my colors. When I first opened it up, like it's so weird how like this has like such a different like energy from the ones you could pick up now, the smaller ones. These are like my colors. They're just like moodier. Look how beautiful. It's a rainbow, but it's not in your face rainbow. It has like more of these like berry colors, raspberry colors. And I love this handmade feel. Like it feels like a hand, it's like a handmade quilt. for a deck. That's what it feels like, and I love it for that. This is my favorite card in the deck, I think. Same with this Chariot card, is stunning. The Lovers is my favorite. This one's so cute. And this one, I feel like I'm shaking a little bit. I feel like as I get older, I start to shake more. Like I have to eat more as well, and that is a thing. Like you need to eat more protein. And I usually don't like to eat in the morning, but I should probably have like bacon or something. Okay, so that's for the Thoth. Favorite Oracle deck. There's a lot. I'll just pick a couple. So Road to Nowhere Oracle, obviously this was gifted to me as well. Unicorn deck. So happy that I have it. Yeah, it's just very colorful, very me. The quilts are everything that I love. Very nostalgic. I'm very inspired by this deck too. Orange is my favorite color. How does it read? I don't know. It's like a very simple deck. It's not like you don't have to like try hard to work with it. It's very simple, but it's very beautiful, and that's just what I pretty much love about it. And the companion's good. You know, it's not like super profound or anything, like, but it just adds so much joy to my life looking at this deck. And it reads nice, so you can use it as a clarifier. This is probably my favorite. Earth and Bone by Syrian Shadow. As in, like, this is very profound with its words, its artwork. I always gain clarity using this deck. I always feel better. I always feel like I understand myself more. It always just makes me feel good in a way of like acknowledging my feelings. That's pretty much it. And it's so stunning. It's so unique. I love that it's very dark and like kind of like this, I don't know, it just looks really cool. The original with these gorgeous backs. Definitely the most memorable Oracle deck that I own. Okay, let me share a couple new ones. This one, Kitchen Witch Oracle, I love this. I'm so excited for this deck. So I only found out about this deck a week ago. And I know it's kind of early to put this on like my favorite, but right now it's 2005 and it is my favorite. Like there's not a single artwork that I dislike. I use this for my altar. And the only thing that concerned me about this deck was it was 37 or 36 cards. But the artwork is stunning. It really called to me. I just wanted to kind of, I don't know, I've been just like really into Halloween, like learning about witches and, you know, being more fancy about doing rituals or practices, you know, just like learn about that stuff. I think that's where I'm at right now. Also like herbs, flower essence, I want to learn about it all. And I think this would just be a really nice reminder. And I thought this deck would maybe feel incomplete because it's such a small oracle, but it feels very complete. Just so you know, it pairs well with everything. But I'm going to probably show this in future prompts, so I will bring it back out later. And then obviously I have to show this one just real quick, and it's the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Krantz, of course. I really want to get Woodland Wardens. I just realized that one is very similar to the Animal Spirit, but just different artwork. Okay, favorite tarot oracle pair. And I'm going to bring out, dun dun dun, the Spolia Tarot. So I had this deck in my collection before. I actually sold it, and then I found a very nice person on YouTube that was willing to let me buy this deck from her. I actually had to pretty much trade a Carol Herzer for this deck. I sold one of my blue Carol Herzers for this deck, so it doesn't really count. Like, I didn't really spend any savings. I just kind of used a deck to get this deck since I am collaging, and I just am so happy to have it back in my collection. I kind of like hated on this deck a little bit, but then I learned to be like, you know what, that's like one of the best collage or decks out there right now. And I've always found myself coming back to this deck. And you know what? When I got the Road to Nowhere Oracle, I think I never had this deck, and I always wanted to pair them together. And but this is was my number one, and I was like, oh, now that I think I gave up on the Road to Nowhere Oracle, and then it finally appeared. But I was like, oh, I never get to try that pairing. But I was totally fine with not ever having it in my collection, but I was just like, you know what? If I ever want it again, I know that I'll probably be able to get it, because I am very, I don't know, I just feel like there's nothing that could stop me from wanting something. And that's the truth. There's no price tag that will stop me either, honestly. And that's okay. Okay, so I've always wanted to try this pairing. And I've actually stayed up pretty late last night trying to find different pairings with the Spolia, because I do have some different oracles from last time. But it's so much fun. Now I know more about the zodiacs, the earth signs, so I've been incorporating the zodiac signs. Oh yeah, I got this from Candy. I'm going to link her down below, because she actually makes YouTube videos as well. I do enjoy her content, so definitely go give her a follow. But I am very, very happy to get to try this pairing out. And then there was another one that I wanted to try out. And these are pretty much aesthetically, but these are all of my favorite decks paired together. So my favorite one with this one is actually The Flowers Are Speaking. I've been getting into flowers lately, and I found this to be a very beautiful pairing. I'm on a hunt for more flower oracles. And I feel like this deck finally has a pairing that works with it perfect. I love oracles like this. I love the different borders. I love the photos of the flowers. It's a very well made oracle. And do one more. And then I will do another flower oracle that I thought was really beautiful with this deck. This is like an off-white, and so it's kind of hard to like find different oracles because I do have some white oracles like with white borders, and I was like worried they probably wouldn't work, but they do work. But I want to show this other flower deck, and this is the flower energy cards. This is Alaska, which is really cool, and 72 cards. The card stock kind of stinks, but it's very beautiful, and it is very convenient. And it's so cool because I could just like walk outside, and I'll get to spot all of these flowers. So it's a great way to start learning about flowers, their properties. And it's very nostalgic. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so this one doesn't have a guidebook. It just has keywords, but I love the keywords. The keywords are great. Keywords are great. And then this one works really beautifully too. This one is a botanical inspiration. This is a US Games. Let me just show you a couple cards. This has similar like colorations of the same border. But I think this looks really beautiful together too. I love the little saying on the bottom. Very simple. But those are my favorite with this deck. I do have favorites like with Thoth. Oh, you know what? Let's do one more. Season of the Witch. This is my favorite Season of the Witch. I thought this was kind of cute. They both have like matching backs. Oops. I need to check what season we're at, what season we're on, because I don't really know anymore. I was following the wheels for a moment, and then I forgot all about it. And I wanted to get all the Season of the Witches oracles and just never had the urge to. But I think I will still continue to collect every single season. So pretty. I want to get the Australian bush flower insight cards too. So I'm on a flower hunt. Okay. This is my favorite card in this deck. Wildflowers. It's so pretty. Okay, and then eventually I think I'm going to dedicate more pairings like with Thoth, because I did find some great pairings. If you are looking for different pairings for Thoth, I would recommend getting like Blue Angel oracles. That's an obsession. Oh, I want to try this one real quick. Okay, so the Black Moon Astrology cards by Blue Moon is really beautiful with this folia too. They have similar color cardstock, or borders, I mean. This is the exact same size as the large Thoth, so if you do want to find some like nice oracles that would suit Thoth, check out Blue Angels oracles. Exact same size, and I think anything would probably work with it. Let me just show you some of my favorite cards in this deck real quick. I love that Virgo. It was showing you some like the basic ones that are very simple, so it wasn't really given like sharing, or it wasn't really showing the full effect of how beautiful that pairing is. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself now. Okay, what is the next question? Favorite black and white decks? I only have two. This is the one that is my favorite. I still love the Far Out Tarot. I just haven't really worked with it yet. But this one, I enjoyed studying this deck, and I would recommend anybody studying this deck. But this is one of the few black and white decks that I own. I love the backs. This is a vintage copy. I love the artwork, and it wasn't like an easy deck for me to work with. I had to do a daily pull, and then eventually I was able to start working with it, like reading like Celtic Cross or larger spreads. I just had to do one card pull, and that was it, because it used to be like really overstimulating, but it doesn't feel that way anymore. It's very, very beautiful. Same with the Voyager Tarot. It used to feel very overstimulating, but I love that deck. It's so crazy. I was looking at the Voyager Tarot, and I was just admiring it. And I don't have much cards in there that I dislike. Although before I used to hate it. It's so weird. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention another black and white deck that I would consider black and white deck, because it is like pretty much a limited color palette, and it's the Void Tarot. This is one of my favorites, black and white. I want more black and red decks. This is stunning. I love this deck. It's so pretty, and it looks good with this matte. You're either gonna love this deck or hate this deck, and I honestly, I love it so much. It's one of my favorite decks of last year, my favorite purchase of last year. It's still one of my favorite decks of this year. It was one of the decks that I was the most surprised of, and these backs are stunning. Yeah, I really, really love this deck. Next question is favorite shuffle. Favorite shuffle. You know, I do love like a big chunky deck. I love the way Thoth feels. Any matte cardstock, any matte like thick cardstock, or any like matte rose petal cardstock is my favorite, but this one is actually really surprising. This is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot deck. This is by Inside Editions. A friend of mine actually gifted this to me because it was one of her favorite decks to shuffle, and she wanted me to have a fidget deck. And she was correct. Like, there was no needing to break in this deck. It was just already perfect. This deck is actually really good to read with too. So let me just show you how it shuffles. It's just very, very nice. Mass Market is definitely, I don't know, they're stepping up their game, I've noticed. Like, I've been getting a lot of new mass market decks that feel amazing. And another surprising deck that I've been just kind of like in awe with its cardstock is this one. Crimson Astaria Tarot. Look how beautiful that packaging is. This is my favorite. I love this color. I love that pink. I didn't even know this deck was available, but this was gifted to me. It is so beautiful. It's so thick. It's like very soft. I thought it was going to be like the Apparition Tarot, like a satin feel, but it's like a rose petal non-sticky feel. And I do love how like my sticky decks feel after I soap them. That's like the most luxurious feeling ever. But oh my goodness, I am so in love with this deck. I didn't know how much I needed this deck until I got it. I do have the Solara Occulto. Look how that face. But I haven't bonded with that one yet. This one, it just feels complete to me. Like I don't feel like it's lacking anything. I love this Medusa card. But anyways, how it shuffles is beautiful. So just like overhand shuffling it, this is one of my favorite decks to overhand shuffle. I just like decks that feel big and they just fill my hand up. I don't know, it's just a thing. Cardstock matters. Okay, and then favorite collage deck. I have a few. Spolia would definitely be one. It's one of the best collage decks you can ever get your hands on. This one is one of the best oracle decks that you can get your hands on. I actually have some other ones that I really do think that should be mentioned as well. If I could find them. I have a sweet spot for this one as well, the Syrian Shadow Tarot. This is a digital collage, but I just think it's gorgeous. It's very simple. It's so easy to read with. I just love how big these cards are. I really enjoy working with this deck and shuffling it. I would get a backup of this one. I love it so much. Other ones I need to mention is this one. And this is the Enchanted Tarot. This was a deck that I wanted to try to pair last night with, just to see how it looked. Because these are kind of off-white. They're both thick. This is such like a timeless deck. If you ever look at it and own it, you should really look at the artwork and just see how perfect it is. Amy Zerner is very, very talented. So that's another one that I really love. This one I have to mention as well. The Burning Tiger Tarot. And this one is a favorite. Sorry, I'm jumping around. The Voyager Tarot is a favorite of mine. This is one of the best collage decks that you could ever study. So my friend gifted this to me. It's so weird because I was comparing it to my older one that's very used, and I'm actually going to retire the other one and start using this one, but this one is a lot more nicer than my other one, which is kind of weird. This one's more vibrant. The cardstock is very nice, and I don't know, it's just a lot more nicer. Even the cardstock or the little white book feels different. I don't know what edition this is, but this, I don't know. I was actually going through all the cards last night and putting in a pile of like the decks or the cards I don't like, and it was a very small amount to the cards that I do love. And it's probably because like I understand this deck and I understand James Wanless's intention for this deck. And if you do a whole deck study, like you will understand like why everything's placed everywhere, the symbolism. So this is one of the best collage decks that you could ever get. and to study. And if you want to like dip your toes into collaging, definitely the Voyager Tarot with that companion book. Okay. And then favorite card bag. Oh, wait. Favorite tarot bag. Ooh, that's hard. Okay, so I love Carol Herzer's. I love this one, any embroidery. I love Coco's. I love this one that was made by Maria and the other one I have from her. And I love Peggy's bags. This is like a wrap. It's really beautiful. I don't own any boxes yet, but I do plan to. Well, I do have one, but it's not my favorite. Okay, favorite card backs. And that would have to go to Wisdom of the Sacred Oracle. Look how beautiful. How can you not? I have a lot of favorite, like even the Thoth backs are my favorite. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of favorites. But I think that one's my favorite. Oh, wait, no, I lie. This one's my favorite. This is the Thoth handcrafted deck by Cartogram. It's so beautiful, so green. Look how beautiful these backs are. They are the best. They're so pretty. This is like better than I could imagine of like what I was envisioning for it. It's so much better. It just meets my expectations 100%, 110%. Okay. Favorite spread cloth, definitely Coco's. Favorite place to read your cards, my altar. When the kids are going to sleep, I like to stand up on my altar, and that's how I like to read for myself. And it's really beautiful. I can play with cards, look at them. It's stunning. Favorite place to buy cards, eBay. Favorite tarot tube channels, I have Martin, Eldana, Second Thoughts About the Mission, Catamancy Tarot, Rose Honey Ritual, Tarot Map. There's some other ones too, but I cannot think of them. And that is it. Yay. Okay. Thank you. I will tag other people. All right. Love you. Bye.